The Garden of Time. In a small village, there lived a boy named Kai. He was curious, adventurous, and always eager to explore the world around him. Every day after school, Kai would run to the edge of the village where a vast, untamed forest began. There, amidst the trees and flowers, he would play until the sun began to set. One day, as she sat in the park, enjoying the warmth of the sun, she noticed a boy sitting on a nearby bench, reading a book. He had a thoughtful expression, occasionally smiling as he turned the pages. Emma felt a flutter in her heart and decided to write him a note. As Kai approached the tree, he noticed something strange. There were tiny clocks hanging from its branches, each one ticking at a different pace. Some clocks moved so slowly it seemed like time had stopped, while others raced forward, their hands spinning wildly. Curious, Kai reached up to touch one of the clocks, and as soon as he did, the world around him began to change. The garden blurred, and Kai found himself standing in the same spot, but he was no longer a young boy. He was taller, stronger, and his clothes were different. He looked around and realized that years had passed in an instant. The garden, too, had changed. The flowers were larger, the trees taller, and the air was filled with the scent of ripe fruit. Kai felt a mix of emotions, confusion, excitement, and a little bit of fear. He had always dreamed of growing up, of being able to do the things only adults could do. But now that he was suddenly older, he wasn't sure what to do. He wandered through the garden, thinking about all the things he had left behind as a child. As he walked, he met an old man tending to the garden. Garden of Time. Every choice you make here can change how quickly or slowly time moves for you. Kai looked at the man, puzzled. But why would anyone want time to move faster or slower? The old man chuckled softly. Ah, that is the question of maturity, my boy. When we are young, we often wish to grow up quickly. Kai thought about this. He remembered how he had always wanted to be older, but now that he missed the simple joys of his childhood, the games, the laughter, the carefree days. I think I understand, Kai said quietly. Maturity isn't just about growing up. It's about knowing when to enjoy the present and when to let go of the past. Kai spent some more time in the garden, exploring and reflecting on what the old man had said. Eventually, he found himself back at the ancient tree. He reached up to touch one of the clocks again, and once more, the world around him began to change. When the blurring stopped, Kai was back to his original age, standing at the edge of the garden. The sun was beginning to set, just as it always did. But now, Kai felt different. He knew he had grown in ways that couldn't be measured by time alone. As he walked back to the village, Kai looked around at the familiar sights and sounds with new eyes. He understood that life wasn't about rushing to grow up or clinging to the past. It was about embracing each moment as it came, learning from it, and moving forward with a heart full of gratitude. And so, Kai returned to his village, carrying with him the wisdom of the Garden of Time, ready to face the future with a deeper understanding of what it truly meant to be mature.